What is up, everyone? Welcome to Fantasy Focus Live here on Monday evening, August 10th. About to do the Fantasy Football Nerd Experts League here live on a new platform. I've never played on Fantrax before, so I'm excited. I'm going to stream that live for you guys. Got a good crew here. It's a 12-man Superflex League. I am picking from the 11 hole, so not great, but on the drafts I've done so far, I like picking at the end of the draft, especially in these deeper leagues, like 14-man leagues. But 12-man, we'll see how it turns out. So we got the Fantasy Moose, a.k.a. Doug Fall. We got the Fantasy Girl, Rosie Michaels. Seen her around a lot. Haven't played with her yet. StepMomLauren, friend of the channel, Lauren Carpenter. Excited to have her in the league. We got Scott Burke, a.k.a. Picking Up the Blitz. We got Gridiron Experts Mike, RotoViz Dave Caban, not sure. We got Smitty, the Fantasy Football Show on Instagram. Guys all over the place, always going live, playing in the Fantasy Focused Dynasty League. Fantasy Sharks Chase Crampton. We got Gridiron Scholar John Laub from Fantrax. Shout out to John. We got the Fantasy Flurry, a.k.a. Zach Brunner. Me picking in the 11 spot. And then the fantasy football nerd himself, Joe Dyken, picking from the 12 hole. So I will stream it live. If you guys got any questions, hit me in the chat here. Looking forward to it. Pull up my screen here in a sec. All right. What's going on, everyone? Hope you're doing well. See, you got a few viewers out there. Let's see. Having some issues with the screen share on the Mac right now. What's going on here? Got 3 minutes till the draft kicks off here. Again, I am picking from the 11 spot. Not great. Put this on break here for a second until we get the screen share figured out and the draft starts. We got about 2 minutes, so hang tight with me, guys. 2 minutes till we get started on the draft. 12-man Superflex PPR. All right, what's up, everyone? We are live here. We are about 20 seconds away from the draft start. Got a couple comments in here. Colin, what's up? 1 month until the first game. What are the odds it happens on time? I do think it happens on time. I know in my leagues, I am increasing the lineup sizes in all of them. I'm adding like 5 IR spots just to be safe. But these guys are professionals. I'm not worried about college football being canceled. These guys are getting paid to play a lot of money, and people are going to miss time. There's no doubt about it. So I'm just going to have to deal with it as fantasy players. Yeah, Victor, 11th in a Superflex here. We got a good crew in this league. This is a competitive league. A lot of people I've never played with. Person I know the most here is Smitty. He's in our Dynasty League, the guy that trades all the time, for those of you that are in the league. And also StepMomLauren joining Tater and Sam a lot on the channel. So shout out to her. We're live on Twitter too. Getting fancy on you guys. All right. So what do we got here? First pick, Christian McCaffrey, shocker. The Fantasy Moose, Doug Fall. I believe he's somewhere in the Northeast. Got a storm, maybe the Midwest. Knocked his power out. You guys are getting an inside look here at the experts. Saquon Barkley goes number 2. No surprise there to the Fantasy Girl. Again, this is a PPR Superflex league. I'm picking from the 11 hole. Hate to see it, but I'm going to end up with a good team. You guys watch. What's up, Tyler? We got Tyler and Victor in the chat. We got some hockey content coming for you guys. We got a couple new interns. Welcome, Tyler and Victor. Excited to pump out some hockey content, fellas. Go Bolts. I don't really watch hockey. I only watch the Bolts. So my knowledge is limited, but these guys play DFS, so I'm excited for them. Pick 3. Who goes pick 3? Zeke. Patriots news today. Lamar Miller is a Patriot. Hate to see that as a Sony Michel owner. I just drafted him in the Fantasy Focus Listeners League. That sucks. I picked him in like the 8th round. I think it was 7th round even as my RB3. I knew he was going to go on the PUP list, but I assumed he'd be back early in the season. And who knows? Lamar might get cut. Who knows if he even makes the team? StepMomLauren goes with Zeke. And then Scott in the 4 hole. Scott Burke, a.k.a. picking up the Blitz, goes with Michael Thomas right away. No hesitation. Yeah, buddy. Go Bolts. A lot of people tuning in live here, picking from the 11 hole, 12-team Superflex PPR Experts League. Shout out to everyone playing in this. We got a good crew. Pick 5 is on the clock. Mike from Gridiron Experts. This is the first round. Rye. What do you guys think? You drafting Patriots running backs this year? I certainly am not. I do have some shares of Sony Michel. I have him in Dynasty too. Not thrilled about that. He's been disappointing. He's okay though. Like as an RB3, RB4, whatever. I've never played on this format before. This is fantrax.com. I kind of like the format. It's pretty cool. Shout out to the guys at Fantasy Football Nerds for hosting this league. I think they found us on Twitter at Fantasy Focused with an extra D on the end there, unfortunately. All right, so in the 6th hole, again, this is super flex. Actually, in the 5 hole goes Mahomes. 6 is Kamara to RotoViz, Dave. Lamar goes at pick 7, Fantasy Football Show, to Smitty. No surprise there. I will be waiting on quarterback now. It's kind of my style. I got to talk some trash to Smitty. He's always stacking these quarterbacks. You guys can hear my old rescue dog coughing in the background there. All right, so Fantasy Sharks on the clock here at pick 8. That is Chase Crampton. Let's see what the Fantasy Sharks got up their sleeves here. Picking at pick 11. Don't let Dalvin fall all the way to me. Curious to see where CEH goes here in an experts league. Dalvin Cook goes at pick 8 to the Fantasy Sharks. No surprise there. I'm definitely not going wide receiver, just so you guys know. Yeah, Tyler, I just started playing Superflex leagues 2 years ago or so. My most expensive league moved to Superflex, so I'm all for Superflex. I love it. Won the championship last year. Dalvin Cook goes at pick 9, so I'm in the hole here. Joe Mixon, pick 9. Gridiron Scholar. Fantasy Flurry is up in pick 10. Derrick Henry. So kind of a tough call for me here. I'm actually going to go with Miles Sanders as one of my picks. How much time do I got here? 39 seconds. I'm going to go Miles Sanders. And for me, it's between Kenyan Drake and Aaron Jones. On the way back, let's see what we got here. Devontae Adams goes pick 12 right behind me. Dak Prescott. Hate to see that. Oh, so Kenyan Drake or Aaron Jones, I think I am more excited about Kenyan Drake this year. I love Aaron Jones. I think he's being undervalued this year. And I know I might have reached to some for Miles Sanders, but I like the probability of him to have a big season. Kenyan Drake has less competition than Aaron Jones. I think Jamal Williams is going to have value. And Austin Dillon, I don't know if I'm concerned about him this year. If I'm a dynasty owner of Aaron Jones, I'm a little nervous, but I'm excited to start my team with Miles Sanders and Kenyan Drake picking from the 11 hole. What do you guys think? What do you guys think of that? All right, so after me, we've got Austin Eckler, Nick Chubb, DeAndre Hopkins. I like the Austin Eckler pick. I'm high on Chubb there as well. But, for me, I think Chubb is going to lose a little bit of value there. I still think he has a monster season, but for me, Kareem Hunt has standalone value in a PPR format. But I like the Drake Miles Sanders combination. I think it'll do well for me this year. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Smitty, I'm surprised he fell that far, man, if you're watching this right now. 2-6 for Edwards-Helaire in an experts league. It's a good point of reference for you guys. I feel like he's gotten a lot of hype, obviously. There was a lot of hype as soon as they drafted him. But with the Damian Williams holdout, obviously big news there. So Edwards-Helaire falling all the way to the middle of the second round here in the experts league. Yeah, if Sanders lands that backfield, you'll be in a good spot. Yeah, running back roulette in Philly is always a problem. I'm not thrilled about it, but for good reason, I think. Miles Sanders has gotten a lot of love in experts leagues or in the industry in general, I'd say this year. So pick 11, maybe a reach, but, I backed it up with Kenyan Drake. And I'm probably going to go another running back here in the third round. After Edwards-Helaire goes Julio Jones, second round, pick 7 to RotoViz. Josh Jacobs goes pick 8 to Mike Gridiron Experts, and then Tyreek Hill to Scott, pick 9, second round. Chris Godwin, second round, pick 10 to StepMomLauren. Fantasy Girls on the clock. I'm excited. This is my first live draft of the year. Done some mocks. We got a slow draft going in the Fantasy Focus Listeners League right now. Got our second leg of it starting later in the week. We basically got a 28-man super league. It's fun. It's two 14-man leagues that play each other. Aaron Jones finally all the way at pick 11 in the second round. Crazy to see how far he's fallen after a monster year. He won me a championship last year. Kyler Murray goes pick 12 to the Fantasy Moose in the round 2. Superflex League, Russ Wilson goes. Fantasy Moose picks up Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson in a Superflex League. That is a nasty combination. Hate to see that on any given week. I'd be nerding out if I had that combo. Third and fourth round, picking at the top of the draft, the Fantasy Moose goes and nabs Kyler Murray and Russ Wilson at the 3-4 turn. Sorry, 2-3 turn. Travis Kelce goes to the Fantasy Girl, round 3, pick 2. StepMomLauren follows that up with George Kittle, tight end run, mini run. Probably going to go – I'm going to go running back again here. I'm going to go crazy. I'm just going to stack up on running back because to me, I think Miles Sanders is a little bit of a risk. So I want to get another good running back there. I might think about a QB. We'll see. Maybe on the way back. I like to stack up here. Got to zig whatever everyone else is zagging, right? Yeah, Tyler, in the Fantasy Focus Redraft League, I do like your team, man. That is nasty. Kyler and Nuke. Ballsy. Yeah, CMC, Murray, and Russ in a super flex league is just nasty threesome. That's scary. So well done there, Fantasy Moose. The Fantasy Moose. George Kittle after that is Deshaun Watson to Scott, 3rd round, pick 4. Kenny Galladay goes to Gridiron Experts, 3rd round, pick 5. I mean, if Mike Evans falls to me, though, I might have to take him. Go Bucks. So we got 42 seconds left on the clock. Oh, Mike Evans goes there to RotoViz. Fantasy Football Show, a.k.a. Smitty, is on the clock here. Let's see who he goes with. I could see him going like A.J. Brown. He likes to reach for his guys. But good value there, Smitty, on CEH. That's the lowest I've seen, or the latest I've seen him go lately. So you got to be pumped about that. Wow, Tom Brady. Ballsy pick. Fantasy Sharks goes with Allen Robinson after Brady. Man, that's early for Brady, in my opinion. I mean, I'm a Bucs fan, and I think that's early. It is super flex, though. Let's see what quarterbacks we got here. Josh Allen. I like him a lot here. I might go Josh Allen in a super flex. So Allen Robinson goes 3rd round, pick 8. And then Amari Cooper. I'm almost up here. Fantasy Flurry on the clock. Oh, he went Josh Allen. That hurts. So I am up here. Man, that just sucks. Kind of want to go Adam Thielen in a PPR. Yeah, I'm going to go with Adam Thielen here in the third round. I'm going to go safe. Still staying away from quarterback. What do you guys think? Am I crazy? Haha, all aboard the Booby Miles Sanders train. Honk, honk. Yes. So I really wanted Josh Allen there, man. I feel like I just got stabbed in the heart. That hurts. Ugh. So at this point, I'm seriously considering waiting. I am on the clock again, I believe. So it went Gurley and then Fournette after me. So who else we got here? I'm looking at running back again. I'm looking at receiver. I really like Chris Carson here. But I should get another wide receiver. I think DJ Moore is going to have a huge year. Cooper Kupp as my wide receiver too. Keenan Allen, A.J. Brown. Really love. I'll get him later. Do I like Odell more than Moore? I'm going to go DJ Moore. Staying true to my word. I'm waiting on quarterback. What do you guys think? Yeah, DJ Moore, Alex, greater than Thielen, huh? I don't know about that. I trust Kirk Cousins more. I'm not a Bridgewater guy. So that's my hesitation with DJ Moore. He's talented. I almost went Kupp there, Victor. I like Kupp. But DJ Moore is just the number one guy. There's a lot of mouths to feed there in LA. I think I'm somewhat bullish. Like I could see Goff being my QB2 in this league, because I'm going to wait on quarterback here in a Superflex league to see how I stack up. Yeah, Tyler, I like Ridley a lot this year. I'm not paying that fourth-round price for him right now, and I haven't yet anyway. But I think the value on Ridley is going to be there. I think in some leagues you'll be able to get him in the fifth round. Yeah, Colville, I'm with you, man. I'm staying away from OBJ unless I can get him a little later. If I get him on the way back here, like I would do that for sure. So after I picked Odell, or after I went, Odell went, and then A.J. Brown, and then Zach Ertz. Juju also went, and Matt Ryan. I missed those picks. So it's getting thinner at quarterback, but I'm going to stay strong here. Wonder if anyone in the league is listening live, because I am on Twitter as well. Thanks, Colville. DJ was the right pick. I like his upside. He's the number one guy by far. I mean, I know they signed, Robbie Anderson? Whatever. He's okay. Melvin Gordon. All right, so then after Melvin Gordon, I feel like that was kind of early for Gordon. Gridiron experts went with him. I believe that was in the fourth round here. Lev Bell then goes, and then Cooper Kupp. That's good value for Cooper Kupp, 410. I mean, come on, 46 pick overall. It's Cooper Kupp, for Christ's sake. He's a top 10 wide receiver. All right, so the fantasy girl is on the clock, round 4, pick 11. She's got 11 seconds. I'm feeling pretty good about my team so far. I'm going to get myself another running back, though. Drew Brees, auto-picked. Not a bad auto-pick in a 2 QB league, right? Fantasy Moose goes with Keenan Allen. Round 4. Might he have fallen? He's still the number one option there. He was chirping at Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. Chris Goodwin. Then the Fantasy Moose goes with Kareem Hunt. Pretty early for me. Cortland Sutton goes round 5, pick 3. I like Cortland Sutton a lot this year. I think Drew Lock's going to have a big year. He'll probably end up on my team here, Drew Lock. I got my eye on Devontae Parker here. I love Devontae Parker. He is going to have a top 5 year this year. Devontae Parker here in the 5th round. Breaking Ben 309. No, I don't. I don't want to buy your followers. Chris Carson, breaking my heart there, Scott. Round 5, pick 4. That's my guy. I love Chris Carson. He was part of my championship team in my most expensive league last year. Chris Carson, Russ Wilson, Aaron Jones. Played against Kenyan Drake and still won the shit. Carson Wentz and Calvin Ridley. There goes Ridley. I was hoping he would fall to me there. I like Ridley in the 5th round, but not the 4th. Tater, if you're watching this, I know you took him in the 4th, so sorry about your luck. All right, so I'm almost on the clock here. We got the Fantasy Football Show on the clock. He'll probably go Hollywood Brown, if I know this guy. Seen him draft a lot now. Devontae Parker is now the number 1 player on the board, so I probably won't get my guy. I kind of want to roll the dice on David Johnson this year. I'm going to get him. I play in like 20 leagues, so I'm going to get him in at least 1 or 2. Let me get some shares. David Johnson goes. Calvin Ridley, and then it went Mark Andrews to Fantasy Football Show, and then David Johnson to the Fantasy Sharks. Ooh, I thought I was going to get him, DK Metcalf goes. Love that. So I am on deck. Probably going to go Devontae Parker if he's there, honestly. T.Y. Hilton goes, yes. So I'm going to go Devontae Parker. He's going to have a monster year. Oh, yeah. Devontae. Dried Ocean, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. I haven't heard from you in a while. I know you're tuning in. You'll be ready for the live shows on Sundays. Thanks, Colville. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Taylor, I don't know. For me, man, it's still kind of early on him because I believe that early this season, Marlon Mack is still going to get his fair share of looks. But, yeah, I felt more comfortable going Devontae Parker because I think he's going to have a top 7 minimum fantasy season, especially with the opt-outs there and regardless of quarterback because I love some Fitzmagic and I love some Tua. So I feel really good about Devontae Parker. All right, so I'm on the clock again. James Conner goes, then Aaron Rodgers. So for me, I could go Jonathan Taylor here. I think that's a good spot for him, but I really like Devin Singletary. I'm going to keep waiting on quarterback. Call me crazy, but I think I'm going to go with Devin Singletary over Jonathan Taylor for sure. I mean, I also like Mark Ingram in this spot. My team is going to be stacked here. Yeah, team is stacked. I'll keep waiting on quarterback. You watch. Dried Ocean. Yeah, we have a viewers league, man. It's got 28 people in it. So we've got 2 14-man leagues. Tate, Bucky, and I are in both sides of it. So we basically get 2 shots at the ship. So it's kind of unfair in that sense, I guess. Sam's in one side of it. Tyler's in there. Victor's in it. So, yeah, if we get enough interest, I'm happy to do one more league for you guys. We can do like a $50 buy-in or something. Just let me know in the comments there if you're interested, and hit me up on Instagram. Yeah, hit me up on Instagram, Dried Ocean. Just DM me. Slide into the DMs, buddy. Yeah, Dried Ocean. I went hiking last weekend, so I didn't join their stream. I've been doing some weekend trips lately, outdoors, you know. Taylor and Mostert, yeah. I mean, I like Mostert a lot, man. I just I'm big on Singletary too, even with Zach Moss there. They're gonna run the ball a lot. You know, I am high on Josh Allen, so that degrades Singletary a little bit, but all right, so we are in the 6th round here. Jonathan Taylor went, Darren Waller, and Mark Ingram, all guys I mentioned. Matthew Stafford went as well. Cam Akers goes in the 6th round, 7th pick. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about my team, even though I've waited, obviously, on quarterback. I will start looking at quarterbacks now. There's some guys I'm high on here that I feel good about, even in 2 QB leagues. Yeah, damn right, Dried Ocean. I went to Yosemite this past weekend. Did a nice 8-mile hike. Feeling sore today, man. That was Saturday. It's only a 3.5-hour drive from where I'm at. All right, so who else we got? Cam Akers just went off the board. We are waiting on Gridiron experts. Again, we are in the 6th round of a 12-team Superflex league. I have not taken a quarterback yet through 6 rounds, so that's crazy. So I've got Miles Sanders, Kenyan Drake, Adam Thielen, DJ Moore, Devontae Parker, and Devin Singletary. So I'm pretty stacked. Feeling good about my team. Just don't have any quarterbacks yet. I got my eye on a few guys this year that I'll talk about here once I'm back on the clock. Terry McLaurin goes to Gridiron experts. I like that pick. In the 6th round, not so scary Terry. Everyone gets mad when I say that. I was just hating on the guy a lot last year, but he's a good player, and to get him in the 6th round, he's the true wide receiver 1 there. I mean, what do we know about the wide receiver 2? What is it going to be? Antonio Golden Gandy, whatever his name is. Good player, but you know, rookie receivers typically don't have 1,000-yard seasons in the NFL. I know Terry was close last year, though. Yeah, Dried Ocean. I feel you on the Buffalo backfield, but I mean, in the 6th round to get Singletary, I feel good about him there. I mean, I'd take him much earlier than that. I've seen him go in the 4th round in a lot of leagues. So in the 6th round, it is super flex, so people are reaching on quarterbacks naturally. Stephon Diggs goes to Scott, round 6, pick 9. DeAndre Swift, round 6, pick 10. Fantasy Girls on the clock. Good pick there, StepMomLauren. It's a good spot for him. That QB pool looks scary. Don't you worry, man. Everyone else's starting lineup is going to look scary when I'm stacked up with all these bench players. Someone's going to get hurt. Someone's going to get COVID. I need the depth at running back and receiver. Jarvis Landry goes round 6, pick 12. Marvin Jones, round 6, pick 11. Kind of early for me, fantasy girl. Kind of early, but I love Marvin Jones. He'll have his 3 touchdown games, you know. So do I go QB yet? That is the question. Yeah, I think I'm with you on Moss. He could take that Gore role. I don't know if I see Moss getting more than 150 carries, you know, so I'm not that worried about it. I think the upside with Singletary as a flex player is big. So quarterback-wise here, guys, I'm high on Daniel Jones, reluctantly somewhat high on Baker Mayfield. I think Big Ben is going to have a lot of value this year. I think Jared Goff is going to have value. I like the weapons in LA, even though Goff is pretty volatile, and they like to run the ball. Kirk Cousins, love him, chucks it around the yard. Joe Burrow, I'm in on him this year too. Looks like one of the quarterbacks. Daniel Jones just went to StepMomLauren, so I'm not going to get him. David Montgomery and DJ Chark went as well. Fantasy Moose and Fantasy Girl, and then Daniel Jones. So let's see here. Bridgewater. I mean, even Cam. If you want to take Cam late, if you're going to do what I'm doing right now and wait, I just like to stack up at the skill position. And again, with COVID, who knows? I think in my own leagues, I'm going to have to set, like in the Fantasy Focus League, if we get to like week 10 and they cancel the NFL season, which I don't think is going to happen, maybe the highest scoring teams will be paid out or something like that. We got to think about that before the season starts. We'll vote on it. Top 15 for Bridgewater, that's a hot take. I would say maybe top 20. I don't feel good, which would make him a 2 QB starter. So if I keep waiting, that's what I'm going to end up with, buddy. Hunter Henry goes round 7, pick 4. Gridiron experts on the clock here. Yeah, I'm going to have to go QB. Let's see who I end up with here. I mean, Phil Rivers is there, Sam Darnold, Minshew, Drew Lock. I said I like Lock this year, so got to put my money where my mouth is, right? I think old Joey Burrow is going to, be chucking the rock. Their defense is actually pretty decent. Victor says he's high on Drew Lock this year. Me too, man. If I get him here as my QB2, I'll feel all right. Yes, Smitty always has the boldest takes and moves. I agree. He's going to be stoked. He'll be chirping all over Instagram about how happy he is. He got Edwards-Helaire in the second round here, middle of the second round. All right, so what did I miss here while I was blabbing? AJ Green, Marquise Brown, Baker Mayfield went. So QB is definitely getting ugly. I'm gonna roll a Joe Burrow here as one of my QBs and hope for the best. It's not the prettiest thing, but the upside's certainly there. He's going to be throwing the ball. And then on the way back, I'm likely going to go with Kirk Cousins if he's there. I'm punching tight end and punching quarterback in this draft, as you can see. But I think my team is going to turn out stacked. I will do all right here. Trust me. Edelman, Ingram. So my second pick here, I've got my pick of the litter. I'm going to go with Kirk Cousins. He's going to have plenty of monster fantasy games. So my 2 QBs end up – I waited until round 7 and 8 in a 2 QB league, in a Superflex league, and I got Joe Burrow and Kirk Cousins. So I'm feeling okay with that. I mean, my starting lineup is Miles Sanders, Kenyan Drake, Adam Thielen, and DJ Moore. And I also have Devontae Parker and Devin Singletary. So I'll start Kirk Cousins in my flex, obviously, and I've got Joe Burrow as well. Whatever way you want to look at it, I feel all right with that. Tyler Boyd goes after I pick. I like Tyler Boyd a lot this year. He's chronically underrated. San Francisco D goes to the Fantasy Sharks in the 8th round. I would never take a defense in the 8th round. You couldn't pay me to do that. That's foolishness. It's blasphemy. Not going to do it. Never. I won't pick a defense till I absolutely have to. The last pick of the draft. Same with kicker. You can't convince me otherwise. What do you guys think? All right, so J.K. Dobbins goes after San Fran D. Ronald Jones, round 8, pick 7 to RotoViz. I think that's a great spot for Ronald Jones. Value doesn't get any better than that. He's an RB1 right now, according to his coach. First defense off the board. Yeah, that's really early. No one else is picking a defense naturally. Hopefully it stays that way. This is an experts league, right? Not an amateurs league. I'm talking trash right now. Sorry, man, if you see this. Will Fuller goes to Mike in round 8, pick 8. Will Fuller is a guy that crushes my soul. I have him in the Fantasy Focus Listeners League. I think I took him in round 7. And that's a deep league. That's a 14-team league, and it's not a super flex. So Don't feel great about it, but you got to think there's not a ton of options there. I mean, he can't stay healthy. When he does, he's great. Brandon Cooks is in town, so I think he should have a good season, but the health concerns are real there. Phil Lindsay goes round 8, pick 10. Great value for him. I'm not sure if I'm going to go tight end here or what I'm going to do here. I like Higbee. I think it's a good spot for him. I like Noah Fant. I like Gronk. The thing that concerns me about Gronk is they have a lot of tight end talent there in Tampa Bay. O.J. Howard, Cam Brate, both can catch the ball. Both can score. Both athletic. It's just a stacked offense in Tampa Bay. Go Bucks. Pittsburgh D goes to StepMomLauren. It sounds like a homer pick. No, I think she lives in Florida. I don't know if she's a Steelers fan. Fantasy girl, Brandon Cooks. Just talked about him. So I'm pretty much debating between tight end. I'm going to wait because I can go get Jack Doyle down there. He's way too far down the list. Just going to keep stacking the team. Maybe get a Deebo Samuel. Have him sit on the bench. I don't need him for a few weeks. Let him get healthy. Feeling good about this team. Michael Gallup goes round 8, pick 12. 9-1 goes Marlon Mack. It's late for Marlon Mack. I love it. Yeah, for me here, I'm going to go – well, I got a while. We got a kicker that's going here. We got Henry Ruggs that's going. Kicker in the 9th round. StepMomLauren. Come on, girl. Hate to see it. Austin Hooper's there. I like Austin Hooper. I like Higbee, of course. Eastlake alumni. My high school there. I'm going to take Kerryon Johnson here. It's just late for him. I like that spot. Emmanuel Sanders, I'm pretty high on him this year. Ton of rookies out there. A lot of good talent on the board. I'm going to wait on tight end. I can go get a guy like Gesicki later, too. Really leaning like a Deebo Samuel here. I think that's a good spot for him. James White goes off the board and Jared Goff after the kicker. Rohrwasser, I don't even know. That's a New England kicker. Cam Newton goes finally. I'm probably going to get another quarterback too. I feel like I need to. I've been talking about Drew Lock. I might as well go draft him, right? Gesicki went. Okay, he went earlier than I thought. Round 9, pick 9. Jeez, I thought he was going to be like, one of those last round guys that could just slide into the team, but Gridiron Scholar is all over it. Another kicker. Come on, guys. Antonio Brown, Smitty, that's wild. 9th pick, round 9, 7th pick. Come on, dude. You could have got him in the 14th round. All right. Gesicki. Oh, Deebo went. I'm gonna get Drew Lock because I've been talking about him. All right, so I'm set on quarterback. I got Drew Lock, Joe Burrow, and Kirk Cousins in a Superflex. All right, so I don't think we have to draft a kicker or defense, so I'm definitely on board with that. That's Smitty just asked that in the chat. Higbee goes, so I might even wait further on tight end. I don't know. I think with Gronk and Hooper there, I almost have to take one of them here, right? I mean, we're in the 10th round here by the time I pick. Jordan Howard goes to the Fantasy Football Nerd. All right, so for me, I'm going to pick a tight end. It's between Hooper, Gronk, Fant, if I want to double dip. Jared Cook is there. Man, I really want to take Hooper, but I'm a Bucs fan, you know? I'm a Bucs fan. I got a lot of guys going on bye in week 9, so I'm not crazy about that with Hooper. I don't even really look at that, but all these 9s are just staring me in the face, or these 2 9s, Burrow and Sanders anyway. So for me, am I going to go Gronk or am I going to go Hooper? Do I trust? You know what? Bucs didn't sign Gronk for nothing. So let's go. Let's go Bucs. I'll probably draft another tight end just to be safe. I don't feel great about it, but I do feel good about my 3 quarterbacks after I waited till the 7th round. So case in point, guys, you don't always need to reach on quarterback. I mean, I ended up with Joe Burrow, Kirk Cousins, and Drew Lock in a super flex, and the rest of my positions are absolutely stacked. I mean, tight end I waited on as well, so I ended up with Gronk in the 10th round. Not terrible. Ryan Tannehill goes, then Jimmy Garoppolo, Christian Kirk. So we're down to, we got 5 rounds left here. Getting down to the nitty gritty. I don't know if I'm going to draft a kicker or a defense. If I don't have to, I'm not going to. See who gets injured with COVID and all that, slide them into the bench spot, and then pick up a kicker or a defense. Here's to hoping we have a season. I personally believe we will. What do you guys think? They're paid professionals. I'm not worried about college football being canceled because, I mean, college football inevitably will be canceled. We'll see. The SEC looks like they're going to play, and hopefully the ACC, go Noles. But in terms of the pros not playing, I just don't see it. The NFL is too big of a moneymaker, and they're going to do anything they can to get some sort of product on the field, whether that's putting some sort of cushion between the regular season and the playoffs so they can play makeup games, expand the rosters, whatever they got to do. But hopefully these players are smart enough to not go out, not get the disease, not get the virus. Alexander Madison, round 10, pick 6. RotoViz goes with Deontay Johnson, like that pick. Gridiron Experts goes Phil Riv, P. Riv in the 10th round, and it's Superflex. Love to see it. Speaking of, I like Jack Doyle this year. He's a guy I got my eye on. I think he's going to have a monstrous season. Jack Doyle. Watch me pick him up late. Yeah, if you guys are tuning in later, I know a lot of our views come later on our streams, and you're interested in the league, just drop a comment and or follow us on Instagram at FantasyFocused, and let me know that you're. Just shoot me a DM. Let me know that you're interested in the league. We could do a $50 league, $100 league, whatever you guys want to do. I usually run them on League Safe, so everyone deposits, and it makes it easier that way to collect and pay people out. Safe and easy. Free advertisement, League Safe. Kerryon Johnson goes, then John Brown, Hayden Hurst. So coming back around, getting closer to me, Fantasy Moose is on the clock. He's absolutely stacked at quarterback. He's got Kyler and Russ Wilson. I'm not even looking at his team, and I know that because it's scary. So probably got about 15 minutes left in this draft. Thanks for hanging with me. Fantasy Moose has about 5 seconds. He might be on auto draft. We'll see what happens. Tua. Love it. So Fantasy Girl has Hayden Hurst and Kelsey. Oh, yeah. Plenty of guys left here that I like. Definitely going players. Jamison Crowder goes pretty late here. Round 11, PPR league. Austin Hooper, Teddy Bridgewater. We talked about Teddy Bridgewater earlier. I think he's in a good spot this year. In 2 QB leagues, to be clear. Someone in here said top 15. I don't know if I see top 15 out of them, but maybe top 20. I think you can draft him much later than that. So for me, who do I have my eye on here? I'm up in about 5 picks. I kind of like Matt Breida this late. Cohen. Emmanuel Sanders is a guy I got my eye on. CeeDee Lamb. Yeah, I got to get a sexy rookie in here, right? A lot of good players left. Should I get Zach Moss since I have Singletary? I do not know. Time will tell. See how the draft falls. Darius Slayton goes. And Austin Hooper, did I mention that? Sony Michel goes to Mike at Gridiron Experts. We talked about Sony Michel earlier. I'm not crazy about the news of Lamar Miller. You know, as a Sony Michel owner, him going on the pup list earlier in the week, or last week, I should say at this point since it's Monday, doesn't give you the warm and fuzzies. But, I mean, you kind of knew it was coming if you read anything this offseason. So you're drafting him in, the 8th round or whatever until they sign Lamar Miller. And now, look, he goes in the 11th round. Jared Cook also goes in the 11th round. Cole Hardman goes in the 11th round. Fantasy Sharks on the clock, round 11, pick 8. So I'm just around the corner. See who I go with. I'm feeling really good about my team, guys. Started off with the 1-2 combo of Miles Sanders and Kenyan Drake, Adam Thielen, DJ Moore. Got Gronk. I got Devontae Parker, got Devin Singletary. My QBs are Kirk Cousins, Drew Lock, and Joe Burrow. And I can start 2 of them. So as of right now, I guess I'll start Captain Kirk. Trades are not allowed in this league. Curveball. That's interesting. I've never really played in a league with no trades besides the SFBX. This is my first year in the SFBX. Shout out to the Scott Fishbowl. Excited to be in that league. I like my team in that league a lot as well. So hopefully I'll take home some hardware this year for the Fantasy Focus fans. It's not even about the money. I play in some big money leagues, but I like playing for the hardware, for the bragging rights on the streets. So who should I go with here? Wow, a lot of players I like. I think I'm going to go Manny Sanders in a PPR format. Pretty big on him this year in the 11th round. Round 11, pick 11. Sure. Why not? My 3rd player off the bench. Yeah, very fast draft. We started this draft at 5 o'clock Pacific time. It's 5:48. We're going to finish this entire draft in an hour. That's incredible. Now I'm probably going to go get myself. I've got 2 bench spots left, depending on if I have to draft a defense and a kicker. So I'm probably going to get myself a tight end and then 1 more position player, not a quarterback. So, I mean, like Tariq Cohen in a PPR format. I would love that. Gardner Minshew just went. Sterling Shepard. So I'm on the clock again. Kind of like Matt Breida this late. Should get another running back, so I'll probably get a running back. So for me, it's between Breida and Tariq Cohen. In PPR format, huh? I just don't know with Jordan Howard. I like Matt Breida as a player, so I'm going to go with him over Tariq Cohen. I just don't trust Nagy. So I'll wait to get my last tight end, my backup tight end. Hayden Hurst is already gone, Victor, when you said that. Emmanuel, if he falls. Yeah, I got him, B. I got him, man. My team is stacked. I'm feeling really good about this team. Yeah, thanks, man. Good luck. Yeah, there's a nice trophy involved in this. There's no money in this league. It's just an experts league, random Instagram experts or whatever you want to call us. So I can play in this one because I'm maxed out on my budget of money leagues. I'm not allowed to play it anymore. The number goes up every year, but I don't lose. I consistently win money. You know, of course I'm going to lose. I'm not going to win every league, but I'm going to make money. There's no doubt about it. Law of averages, right? If you're decent enough, you're going to make money. Got to target the big money leagues. That's where it's at. Tariq Cohen goes right after me. That's the guy I was debating on. Anthony Miller. I like Tone Miller a lot. Sam Darnold. Round 12, pick 5. That's good value for Sammy Darnold. See if I can get Jack Doyle all the way at the end of the draft. All right. If you want to die, draft Blake Jarwin. Yeah, I think Jarwin could have a good season, but I think CeeDee Lamb's still out there. Like, I might go take him and not even get another tight end. Tony Pollard goes. Tevin Coleman. Ew. CeeDee Lamb is still there. It's really tempting. This is a 12-team league. I mean, Keyshawn Vaughn's still there. Noah Fant. Who knows if Darrell Henderson's going to be a factor this year in LA? He's worth a dart throw this late. Robbie Anderson's worth a dart throw. Lat Murray. Come on. There's so many good players left. Sammy Watkins. This is wild. Like, I almost can't even take Jack Doyle because there's so much talent there at the wide receiver and running back position that I have to take. Noah Fant finally goes. That's late, round 12, pick 8 in an experts league. I know it's 2 QB, but damn. Feeling good about this squad. Waited on QB, waited on tight end. Should I take a backup for Gronk? That is the question. There's just so much talent there left at running back and receiver for me to take a backup tight end. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right, so Team Scott, round 12, pick 9. We're not even at an hour yet, and we're already in the 12th round, so this is going fast. Love to see it. You guys got any fantasy questions? Hit me up in the chat here while we're still live. We probably got about 15 minutes left in the live show. Happy to answer any questions. Make sure you follow us on Instagram at Fantasy Focused or at Twitter. I'm not as active on Twitter, honestly. Sam's more active for Fantasy Focus on Twitter, but love that we can go live on Twitter now. That's exciting. Looks like there's a couple people watching live on Twitter, mostly on YouTube, so that's good to see. Thanks for tuning in as always. We'll be live every Sunday for football season as usual. It's going to be exciting. Got a bunch of leagues. I'll live stream as many of my paid leagues as I can. I'll try to live stream the $1,000 league so you guys can see what a big money league looks like. What's going on here? We got an auto pick or what? Or did I freeze? Goddard to back up Gronk. I like that, man. I mean, I can get him in the end of the draft here, right? I almost have to go like Keyshawn Vaughn, though. All right, so I definitely missed some picks there. Yeah, I was frozen. That's why it wasn't working. So let's see. Tevin Coleman, Noah Fant, Buffalo D, Keyshawn Vaughn finally went. Golden Tate, Preston Williams, like him a lot this year, all the way in the 12th round, 12-12. Zach Moss, 13-1. Zerline, Mike Williams, Justin Jefferson, and Deshaun Jackson. I was wondering what was going on. I was like, no way this guy's taking this long to pick in the 12th round. Oh, yeah. Thanks. We're on Twitch, too. Thanks for joining us on there, man. It's hard to get a following on Twitch. I just don't know if, like, fantasy people are on Twitch. If we were playing games, like Bucky's a big NASCAR video game where I'm trying to get him to stream. Yes, Victor, $1,000 buy-in. That's what's up, man. I've played in the finals the last 3 years in that league. I won it last year and then lost in the finals the 2 years before. So very profitable league for me. Lat Murray goes 13th round, pick 6. Darrell Henderson. See, all those running backs that I was talking about just went. AP, it's a good spot for him. I'm assuming Gibson went, right? Yeah. Oh, man. Jack Doyle goes. Ouch, that hurts, man. So for me, I really want some CeeDee Lamb. I'm not going to back up Gronk right now. If I can continue to pick players, I mean, I like Ian Thomas this year. I kind of like Eric Ebron. That's my guy. He can find the end zone. And if you're banking on Big Ben to bounce back as my tight end too, I don't hate it. Rashad Perryman goes to Fantasy Football Nerd and Baltimore defense. I like that. I like both those picks. So I guess I can go. I can get myself a tight end here. Yeah, so I'm on board with Goddard. I think he's a great backup. This team is stacked. Fantasy Football Nerd said I snaked CD from him. Had him queued up. I mean, come on, that's so late. CeeDee Lamb in the 13th round? Get out of here. In a 12-team league, I'm pumped about that. Jonnu Smith goes. Man, I'm excited about this team. Bucky streaming NASCAR would be hilarious. He can crush beers and talk smack. Yeah, he's like really into it too. He's he played his way up through the Xfinity Series. Apparently, it's hard to do. And I think he got his first win in the Cup Series. So, like, when we do our NASCAR pod, shameless plug there to the Back of the Pack podcast. If you don't watch that, we're pretty good at NASCAR DFS. Like, I'm all in on NASCAR. I watch that shit every weekend now. And shout out Kevin Harvick for winning back-to-back last weekend. But Back of the Pack, we get a Bucky analysis every week of the track based on his virtual experience. It is absolutely hilarious. My buddy Joe had a nice one for DFS. Same with Manny, and I play on Twitch a lot. It's my second income. Oh, that's awesome, man. You got to get some of your boys to follow us on there. I think once you get to like 50 people on Twitch, you can get like subscribers or whatever. Then you get paid $5, right? It's funny. Yeah, I don't know how that works. We're close on YouTube too. I think it's YouTube is 1,000. So I think we're like at 870. Last football season, we were around like 300. So we've grown. Appreciate the support. All you guys that are in the chat right now, you guys are the OGs, the OG crew. B, I know you're in the Dynasty League, man. If we do another redraft, let me know if you want in. Seems like there's some interest. All right, just to catch you guys up, after I went Goddard, Chicago D goes, Jonnu Smith, Malcolm Brown, Darrell Williams, Philly, Will Lutz, Eric Ebron, Rude Boy Bob Anderson, Jalen Rega to the fantasy girl. Oh, man, I'm definitely not going to go kicker or defense. I'm going to wait. Who knows what's going to happen with COVID? So the fact that this draft is letting me do that that's just the way I roll. I'm going to wait. I got a whole month here. Why wouldn't I just draft players? Who knows what's going to happen? Who's going to get hurt? I can get N'Keal Harry here in the 15th round, you know? Ian Thomas just went, New England. I like Ian Thomas this year. He's not going drafted in a lot of leagues. Sammy Watkins going late. I like Chris Herndon this year too. Alan Lazard. You could go in the 15th round. It's worth the dart throw. Brandon Ayuk, 15th round. James Washington. All guys I can get this late. Certainly not going Alshon Jeffrey. Guy's always got a red Q next to his name. I want nothing to do with that. All right, so Michael Bagley, whatever his name is, kicker. LAD, Robbie Gold, N'Keal Harry, there he goes. Blake Jarwin, Fantasy Sharks. Almost to my last pick here. Who do I finish up with? Denver D. Darrington Evans. All right, so I'm on the clock. A lot of good talent left on the board here still. Who do I go with? That is the question. I got 40 seconds. I'm gonna dig deep for you guys. Yeah, I don't really love any of these guys down here, honestly. Kind of want to go Boston Scott just because I got Miles Sanders. What if they don't sign anyone else? Love the noises here on Fantrax. Great site. This has been a pleasant draft experience. It's only been 62 minutes to do a draft. That's incredible timing. Incredible timing to do a draft. 62 minutes. So that was the Fantasy Football Nerd Experts League. That was fun. It was 12-team PPR. I'll run through my team for you guys real quick. I did not draft a defense or a kicker. We're still a month from the season. Why would I do that? If you're going to allow me to draft extra bench players, why would I not do that, right? So my team is stacked. I waited on quarterback in a Superflex league, so ballsy strategy. I waited till round 7 to draft a quarterback. So my quarterbacks, I ended up with Kirk Cousins, Joe Burrow, and Drew Lock. So I feel pretty good about that. I'm high on Drew Lock, and there's obviously a lot of upside with Joe Burrow. And we know what we're getting with Kirk Cousins. He's going to have his bad games, but he's certainly going to have his 4 touchdown games. My position players, I've got Kenyan Drake, Miles Sanders, DJ Moore, Adam Thielen. I've got Gronk at tight end. On the bench, I have Matt Breida, Boston Scott, I ended up with late, Devin Singletary, CeeDee Lamb, Emmanuel Sanders, Dallas Goedert, and Devontae Parker. So Devontae Parker, I'm really high on to be a top 10 wide receiver, top 7, top 5. I'll even go as high as saying top 5 for Devontae Parker. So feeling good about the team overall. So appreciate you guys tuning in. Hope you enjoyed that, and good luck in your drafts. Make sure you follow us on social media at Fantasy Focused. Also on Facebook, on Twitter at Fantasy Focused with an extra D there on the end. And look forward to seeing you guys soon.